Hello. Sorry, I'm just been bit busy, and so I did not had a chance to come to your door, knock your door, and knock, knock, knock. You know, the 10th of March, 2022 is the Medicine Buddha's Day, and I want to record few dharanis, the mantras, which are quite important. So, if you could just repeat after me, just maybe even once, it indicates so much virtue. Therefore, first I'm going to offer homage on behalf of all my mothers. The homage and dharani of Medicine Buddha. Before that, it is very, very precious for us to think of love, compassion, joy, and impartiality. These are, as you know, are known as four infinite training minds. And with a wish for happiness, peace of all living beings who have been our most precious, other mothers or friends, and with the thought of love, unconditional love for each sentient being has so powerful benefit. If we could train step by step our mind filled with unconditional love, so that eradicate all kind of conflicts that we constantly encounter with. So try to cultivate love to each and every mother sentient beings. And then if we could cultivate compassion, that wishing everyone be free from suffering, and the cause is known as compassion. So that also, if we could cultivate in a way that unconditioned, and to every living beings. And then also, if we could cultivate, instead of jealousy, but joy, rejoicing in the happiness of others, whenever we encounter any situations that is positive, virtues, amongst others, if we could simply rejoice, wow, at last someone having good time. And it doesn't matter whatever a situation is we encounter with, because we are busy, we're running around or talking to encounter people. So whenever we encounter some situation that is positive, does not matter who they are, if we could really, the moment we encounter, rejoice, wishing may they be happy, may they be always be happy. Not only that, when you hear somebody is doing well, rejoice the happiness instead of jealousy. To let our mind filled with jealousy. It is really killer and destroyer of all our happiness. So therefore, we don't want happiness. Why should we? Instead, rejoice happiness for others. It's a really healer, which really brings so much joy and happiness and peace. So we have to train our mind filled with joy. Not pain, but joy. You know what brings that pain? When we allow ourselves to be filled with jealousy. Does not help. Jealousy is really destroyer of our own happiness and others as well. So whenever we encounter anyone is well, happiness, and they are getting what they want, rejoice the happiness of others. And whenever we see someone happy, try to make really fill our mind with the love, unconditional love to each and every sentient beings. Love is really one of the most powerful thought that crosses the mind. So that is really we should try to make effort, whatever effort we could make. And also, whenever we encounter a situation that beings are in difficulties and really make a strong aspiration, may all beings be free from suffering and its cause. What's the cause of suffering? It's because of negative actions and emotions, especially aversions. Aversion is really element that we should never allow ourselves, which does not help us. Why should we? We should really try to cultivate compassion, care, instead of aversion or anger. And then, whenever we encounter a situation that we can really, that someone is well and happy, we must allow ourselves to rejoice the happiness of others. It's really effective, it's really beneficial. But instead, if we try to indulge in the thought of jealousy that destroys everything, that creates harm and difficulties in our life, why do we need to do that? So please try to fill your mind, mental stream with joy. Wow, at last one of our mother sentient beings is doing well. Rejoice happiness instead of jealousy. And then please try to make that without any partiality to everyone, whether it's humans, whether it's animals and non-human beings, and try to bring the love, compassion, and joy to everyone, impartial to everyone. These are the thought, which is the source of happiness, source of peace, source of freedom. And on the basis of this, try to really cultivate immense wish that may all beings be happy with the cause of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and cause, and rejoice the happiness for others. Make that impartial to everybody. On the basis of such thought, and please try to think of all the enlightened ones. They have no other than to guide sentient beings, to benefit sentient beings. So I would like to chant a few lines. Those came from the enlightened ones. And then also chant the dharanis. The first, as there are still different types of illness and sickness around, so I would like to chant the homage to Buddha of medicine. Chom den de jen shekpa dra jamba yang tao zokpa sanje menje la bendu ya weje jebo la chan sal chodo jepsun che chom den de jen shekpa dra jamba yang tao zokpa sanje pele jeb bindu ya weje jebo la chan salo chodo jepsun che de jen shekwa dra jamba yang tao zokpa sanje menje la bindu ya weje jebo la chan salo chodo jepsun che the dharani, or the mantra of medicine Buddha. Om Namo Bhagavate Bekante Guru Bendruya Prabharanjaya Tityata Arhate Samyak Sambodaya Tityata Bekante Mahabekante Bekante Raja Sambudgate Soha. Namo Bhagavate Bekante Guru Bendruya Prabharajaya Tata Kataya Arhate Samyak Sambodaya Tityata Om Bekante Mahabekante Raja Sambudgate Soha. Om Namo Bhagavate Bekante Guru Bendroya Prabharanjaya Tathakataya Arhate Samyak Sambodaya Tatyata Om Bekante Mahabekante Ranja Samudgate Soha. This is Dharani, the longer version. Shorter is Dhyata Om Bekante Bekante Raja Samudgate Soha. Dhyata Om Bekante Mahabekante Raja Samudgate Soha. Now, I would like to chant the Dharani of Buddha Amitabha as well. Namo Bhagavate Amitabhava Tityata Arhate Samyak Sambodaya Tityata Om Amita Utbhave Amita Sambhave Amita Vikrante Amita Gamini Gangana Kriti Kare Sarava Klesha Kya Ayam Kare Soha. This is the Dharani of Buddha Amitabha, infinite light. Namo Bhagavate Amitabha Tathakataya Arhate Samyak Sambhudaya Tatyata Om Amite Amite Udbhave Amita Sambhave Amita Vikrante Amita Kamini Gangana Krite Kare Sarva Klesha Chayam Kare Soha. Now I'm going to chant another Dharani, the Buddha Mintrupa, which dispels all kind of obscurations, troubles, obscurations. Even just having the fortune to pronounce once, or listen to it, or maybe write it down and look at it, has a lot of blessings. Om Kankani Kankani Rojani Rojani Drotani Drotani Trasani Trasani Pratihana Pratihana Sarva Karama Parambara Neme Sarva Sato Nenta Soha. Om Kankani Kankani Rojani Rojani Drotani Drotani Trasani Trasani Pratihana Pratihana Sarva Karama Parambara Neme Sarva Sato Nensa Soha. Also, we can supplicate to Guru Rinpoche, Guru Padmasambhava, and so that all kind of sufferings beings are going through be subside. If any one of you have the collection of practice of prayer, it's N23. You can read the whole thing if you have time. Maho nupcho deje nangde chenlab le zamne drodun desum jinjem chuje jujang sembe kanu ze nidu lento kebra seju ngaje tema junju tore den oso mato guru dejes gyulu nechung guru menge la jungju chimbe guru no le so le chen de chen guru yedam peyu lamden guru sheza nye jensen jegyo guru bawek 중지 제교 고로 녀로 제람랑 제교 고로 차차 Shima Desen Guru Doje Go Chewe Dongen Guru Nandet Padu Jejon Guru Tesuman Jendu Do Jembang Pome Dojes Ojen Bema June La Soan Samba Lunjen Doba Chinje Lo. Out of this, you can take out some of the things which is relevant in our time, like beings that is going through all sorts of suffering from like a war or death or sickness. So, and which is in the seventh line. What is destroy the sickness of the illusory body, or guru, or teacher, medicine Buddha. Gyulu Najum Guru Mangila. We call upon the medicine Buddha, aspect of Guru Rinpoche, destroy the sickness of this illusory body, or teacher, medicine Buddha. Destroy the sickness of this illusory body, or Guru, medicine Buddha. That is for relevant for those who are sick. Then toward the end, there's another line that is Shema Duzenguru Dojekur. Subjugate the killers and armed aggressors of Guru Bajrutand. Subjugate killers and armed aggressors of Guru Bajrutand. That is especially for those beings who are suffering in a war. Then, when there's a war, there's so many people get killed, and they die, and they are going through immense suffering. So we supplicate to Guru of Amitabha. So how do you do this? Chive Dungan Guru Nangte Den. In the same line, liberate us from the suffering of death, O Guru Amitabha, our guide. Liberate us from the suffering of death, O Guru Amitabha, our guide. Liberate us from the suffering of death, O Guru Amitabha, our guide. Then also, there's one condensed prayer in the collection of practice in page N26. Ranjong Lundo Choje Doje Jangudo Jone Bema Sambao Paje Gonse Doje Tro Le Soa and the So Chena Paje Nime Kenge Nemu Tundoche Samba Nyoto Drobra Chinge Lo. And then also we can say, now maybe in English, or there's maybe translations in our own language. For example, in English it reads as follows: Imaho, self-reason spontaneously accomplished, Legbon Vajradhara, Padmasambha, source of all the accomplishments. Doje Trole, the remove all obstacles, we pray to you. Remove all the outer, inner obstacles. Pacify the terrible disease, war, famine of the degenerate age. and bless us that all our wishes be swiftly accomplished. I'll read again. Self-erasing, spontaneously accomplished, lotus-born Vajradhara. Padmasambhava, source of all accomplishments. Dojitolu, who removes all obstacles. We pray to you, remove all outer and inner obstacles, pacify the terrible disease, war, famine of this degenerate age. Bless us that all our wishes be swiftly accomplished. Then there's another shorter supplication to Guru Rinpoche from Guru Rinpoche. Jamna Mao Jamna Gundu Guru Suje Sowa Depso Chana but Sowa Depso Kajav Simje Chana somewhere Paja Yingso Samba Newton Droba Chinje Lo Imao Supreme Leg Bon Guru, embodiment of all refuge. We pray to you, dissolve into the absolute expanse all the outer, inner, and secret obstacles of all beings, as infinite as space, and bless us that all our wishes be swiftly accomplished. And we can really supplicate wholeheartedly to the teachers and say these supplications, and also save some animals. Try to be helpful or do whatever we can, feeding people in difficulties without food, and share what you have, and try to protect or save lives of others for the benefit of others. Especially we are in a time where there are a lot of difficulties, many people facing difficulties. So please try to do whatever you can. Help people in the street, help people who are become refugees, lost their life, lost their houses, lost their families, and please try to do whatever you can. It's so beneficial. Also, today is 12th of March 2022. It's the day of Guru Rinpoche. So I would like to call upon Guru Rinpoche, beginning with homage to Buddha, Shakyamuni, who is really source of our guide. Lama Damba Jumdende Tejin Shakpa Da Jamba Yang Tapa Zawe Sanje Pejawa Shakya Toba La Chan Zalo Chodo Japsun Che O Deyata Om Muni Muni Maha Munaye So Deyata Om Muni Muni Maha Munaye So Deyata Om Muni Muni Maha Munaye So Om Muni Muni Maha Munaye So Om Muni Muni Maha Munaye So. Also, the prayer of refuge is very, very important. You can say it in Sanskrit, you can say it in your language, you can say it in Tibetan also. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. Lama la japso chevo, sanje la japso chevo, che la japso chevo, kindun la japso chevo. Guru Padma Siddhi Om Aho Bajrang Guru Padma Siddhi Om Aho Bajrang Guru Padma Siddhi Om. The short, the condensed supplication or prayer of mantra to Buddha Amitabha is Om Amen Devare Om Amen Devare Om Amen Devare Om Amen Devare. If you have time, as I have recorded the longer version of Buddha Amitabha, which is also very, very powerful. And then for the Buddha of infinite life, which gives us also a lot of blessings. Om Marani Jivande So Om Marani Jivande So Om Marani Jivande So Buddha of great compassion. Om Mani Padme Hore Om Mani Padme Hore Om Mani Padme Hore. The homage to Aryatara. Jisen Pama Roma Jejeno Jetan Donge Gunle Jato Su Jisen Pama Roma Jejeno Jetan Donge Gunle Jato Su Jisen Pama Roma Jejeno Jetan Donge Gunle Jato Su. Noble Mother Aryatara, you know all things. Protect us from all fear and suffering. Jisen Pama Roma Chen Chen No Jigdang Dongen Gun Le Jia Do Su. Noble Mother Aryatara, you know all things. Protect us from all fears and suffering. This is taught by Guru Padmasambhava to the first Dönjum Lingpa, and asking to share with everybody when we encounter difficulties in our life. Mother, noble Mother Aryatara, you know all things. Protect us from all fear and suffering. Om Tare Tu Tare Do Re So Om Tare Tu Tare Do Re So Ha. And also it's really helpful for us to pronounce the homage to and the mantra of great wisdom, the Manjushri, which gives us the proper state of mind. Om Rapaja Nadi Om Rapaja Nadi. I wish you all, my friends, that everything goes well with you. May you encounter no obstacles in life. May all your wishes become true. With all my best wishes. You know, this month is known as Miracle Month. Not only Miracle Month, but also today is the day of Guru Padmasambhava, who is no other than Buddha Shakyamuni himself. So please don't forget to call upon Guru Rinpoche. And simply you can pronounce Om Aum Bajrang Guru Padmasi Deum Om Aum Bajrang Guru Padmasi Deum Om Aum Bajrang Guru Padmasi Deum. You can make whatever wishes you want, and call upon Guru Rinpoche, who would remove all the obstacles and hindrances in our life. And also not only us, but everyone. It's depend on your state of mind. Please cultivate limitless love, compassion, joy, and impartiality. May everything goes well with you all, with the love, compassion, joy, impartiality. Thank you so much.